Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to allow to XRP. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Big of the CoinsKid crew. So we are getting the daily and 4-hour sell momentum kicking for XRP at the moment. Now, a clue straight off the bat that we are looking at a correction here, really simply, is Bitcoin. So let me show you right now on the 4-hourly time frame. We are breaking down, okay, look at that, we're getting this little breakdown, but we've got a clue in the Bitcoin chart that once we bottom down here on the RSI, and please keep an eye on this, I'm going to post this in the Discord, we will see a move back up for Bitcoin, okay? So we're looking for the 4-hour, if not the lower time frames, to give us a clue that we will see a move back up. And I think it's part of the ABC here, the micro ABC that I didn't anticipate kicking in for Bitcoin this week. I don't necessarily think Bitcoin's in a bear market. I think what we've got is a beautiful impulsive move. We've actually bottomed for Bitcoin, and I think we're looking at a pullback before an explosive vertical for the Bitcoin chart, and then obviously to accompany that we've got XRP. But remember, I've not got a crystal ball, it's just a setup that I'm seeing. At the minute, I did anticipate a pullback on Bitcoin, a micro correction, and for those people paying attention, I've been telling you, I think that this high gets taken out before increased probability of the pullback. A lot of people are looking at shorting this with the stop on a pivot eye and, you know, doing the short just there. But I think what we've got right now, we've basically had the stop on. A lot of people getting extremely bullish right now. Yeah, life savings, I'm all in, long with everything I've got and things like that. And then boom, we have the pullback. And this is something I didn't anticipate, and equally for XRP as well. But what I did do here for XRP, I think I may have been a bit quick to jump to the conclusion we're going to have a pullback at that level, because what we've got right now really clearly from this pivot low is a clear 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice 5-wave move there. So I may be in a little bit jump to conclusions that was the end of the 5th wave. I was looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, then the ABC coming back down. But I think what we've got right now is the ABC here, the little micro correction. So where's my buybacks? Where am I looking for right now? So basically looking at some kind of A, B, C over this week, leading into the end of the weekend right now, and then we're getting a full steam ahead for the remainder of October. So I wish I hadn't much luck. Remember, I've not got a crystal ball. There's no guarantees that this is going to play out like this, but this is something I've been looking at with yourselves, okay? So I've got a couple of buyback zones for XRP. At the moment, we've got an ascending triangle just here, and then we've got an ascending triangle just here as well for XRP. So if we do go through a bigger macro correction here, a bigger micro correction, sorry, have some kind of A, some kind of B, some kind of C, this could be a nice buyback zone. 05428 on this ascending triangle here, got candle back test, and equally this one here. So this is an area of interest for me right now, where I do anticipate we could see a bit of a bounce. 06014. So if this is some kind of A, some kind of B coming back up like this, and then the flush down the C wave, this is my projection of the ABC, micro ABC right there. So the clue may be in Bitcoin, as I've relayed to you. On the 4-hourly time frame, we are seeing a breakdown here on the super trend indicator, but what we do have is a clue that we've not backtested that triple top breakdown. Basically a descending triangle coming down like this, a high, a lower high, a lower high, and then boom, we're dropping. But what we've not done is backtested this level of resistance. So this is exactly where I think, you know, we'll jump into some shorts and look for basically an opportunity just to buy Bitcoin right now and sell there. There's 65433. So we could be looking at something like this: A, B, C wave for Bitcoin, coming back down to the golden pocket zone, which is basically your golden crosses on the daily time frame and the weekly time frame, which are relayed. So I think we're basically going for a micro correction, and the confluence is in the Bitcoin chart right now. So I wouldn't jump to any conclusions that, you know, XRP is going to absolutely shit the bed here, because I think it actually is really bullish from that July low. But I'm just looking for the support to hold going forward. We're taking a look at trading zones on CoinsKid.com. Yesterday we're getting the sell warnings kick in, and right now we're getting the buy warnings kick in, okay? So I wouldn't be too bearish just yet. Like I said to you, I think this spike up the other day, it increased the probability of a micro correction. I did relay that to you, and what we've got is a major spike up just there, and it increased the probability of a major drawdown. And this is what I'm looking for. I think that, you know, we're going to see that in time, and that increased probability of a bigger correction. But here I just think it's some kind of micro ABC that we're going to go through before, you know, the continuation there. So I'm looking for this continuation to break out, possibly by the end of the weekend. So I think we're in an ABC zigzag correction across the board, okay? So just kick back, relax, let the correction play out. We'll find some support targets going forward, and then we'll look to ride the next wave up going forward for XRP. Obviously the invalidation is in the charts, it exists. If it breaks down, I'm wrong, but at the moment I think we're just in a micro correction, really simply. Okay, we had a little bit of a spike up there, micro correction, came back up, a little bit of a spike up here, micro correction, and then potentially come back up. So at the moment we are seeing a little bit of, you know, the opposite opposite of basically a correction. We're seeing little buy warnings and strong warnings kick in. So if we start to see this pushing up above 30%, then I think, you know, okay, we're basically like we were there. You get your big spike up. Okay, you've met the bottom of the correction, so you got your spike warning shot to drop, you got your spike warning shot to pop, basically, and this is what we're looking for. If we start to see the market really, you know, overheated to the downside, and we're getting buy warning of 30% plus, we're increasing the probability. Okay, we've found the bottom of the correction right there. But until that day comes, I think we've got a simple ABC here across the market. It's really simple. Okay, on the buy heat map, you can clearly see that some coins are getting battered and some coins are, you know, picking up, and this is volatility in the market right there. So I wish I hadn't most look, but let's quickly take a look at the XRP chart from a projection of $4, because a lot of people keep saying, you know, you're saying $4, but how's it getting there? Is that the top, and so on and so forth? Let me show you right now. So looking at XRP on a 5-day time frame, the reason I've got that, you know, beautiful target up there of an all-time high for XRP, and it is something I was projecting way back here in April. As we start to drop here, you know, we've got this corrective wave coming back up. I said to you, I think we'll see 5 waves down here, a potential bear trap, trade of a lifetime, and from there we should come up to around about $4. And it was on the thumbnails, and it was a projection in the Discord right there for the CoinsKid crew. The reason is because if we find this 5 wave down from the pivot point, all we got to do is go from the bottom to the top of the potential first impulsive wave, and it gives us our targets. Basically, we've got the 2 fib at $2.36, 2.272, which is a retest of the all-time high, then the wick through to the 2.618, which is where I think we could actually see this wave 3 get to, basically. And what we've seen possibly is the emergence of wave 3 from this bottom already. It's been a very powerful move, around over 70%. So what I'm looking at right now, we have got a potential you know, warning signal to the perma bulls here, to the perma bears, that what we've got is a rinse repeat on Crypto Street, that right before the explosive breakout in a previous cycle and compression left to right, making lower highs and higher lows, we've got a danger signal to the perma bears just there. We've got a bear trap, bull signal, bear trap, bull signal on the 5-day time frame, and this is something I did relay to you a few weeks ago. So this is why I'm looking at the projection of the 2.618 to break the all-time highs, because this is what we should see in the third wave. So if I'm correct, this is a 1 into a 2, zigzaggy WXY. Right now it's the emergence of third wave, so it has all the power and the characteristics to take out that pivot point, this pivot point, and that pivot point, because it is a 1, 2, 3. The third wave is the power, basically, just like this cycle here. You got a 1 into a sideways 2, the 3, 4, 5. The third wave, what did it do? It took out there, took out there. That was your third wave. And this is something, you know, we've traded in recent times on Bitcoin as well, breaking the all-time highs. This is why at this point last year I did say to you, I think we're on the cusp of a third wave, which makes the all-time high for Bitcoin, and it is exactly that, basically. And equally for those paying attention, the S&P 500. So right now I think we may have had a 1 from the January pivot low. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, overlapping zigzag corrective wave 2, and right now it's the emergence of a monumental third wave, which is coming up like this. So I don't necessarily think that that's the top of the bull run. I think that's the third wave top, come up in a 3, consolidate in the 4, and then you have your final 5th wave. But I can't give you that until we find the bottom of that potential target just there. I can give you a potential target using the previous extension. So bear market bottom to the previous bull market high, you're looking at a minimal 1.272, around about $8.40. That could be where the 5th wave ends. So you could be looking at something like this, some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 to 2.618, comes back, oh no, it's going to 0, then the final 5th wave. Absolutely possible. I wouldn't take it off the table, but going forward, obviously the invalidation in the short term is losing this pivot low. This is the new pivot low. This is where the projected impulsive move comes from, this pivot low that we created in July. Break down below that, then obviously my $4 target, taking out the all-time high, is off the table. So at the moment I want to give it credit where it's due. I think XRP is doing incredibly well. This is why I think it is front running this market, and we're seeing these micro pullbacks, which is to be expected. Okay, but I wouldn't take off the table this big vertical, because you know we've got this compression left to right, from left to right, compression, lower highs, high lows. This could be the moment right now. You know, we're getting really compressed. You can see it like a coil. If we break out and we've got a positive reaction so far, we should be looking at vertical to the 2.618 to take out the all-time highs there. You know, local high just there in April, sorry, of 2021, and then the all-time high of the bull run top, the previous cycle top for XRP. So basically what I think it is, and I've relayed this to you many times before, I just think that this is it. This is your cycle top. This is your crypto risk on cycle top. This was your cycle top of the previous cycle. This is a cycle top. This is why XRP didn't make an all-time high there, and this is why I've remained on the bullish stance that XRP and Bitcoin will come up and make all-time highs in this particular cycle, because this is the end of the cycle. This was not the end of the cycle. People respecting 4-year cycles, halvenings and things like that, you just need to throw it out the window. This is the crypto cycle that we're in. Okay, this was your previous crypto cycle with a blow up top. This is your crypto cycle with this blow up top. I do apologise for the messiness of the drawings, but this is something I've been looking at for many years with yourselves. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Back to another update on XRP. Currently micro bearish, macro bullish. Bye bye everyone.